Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Mimeograph Monday with a twist. And today I'm not going to be stamping, so that's going to be a twist. Let me make my phone not make any noise. So the twist today is I'm going to be talking a little bit about the $1 Million Retreat that I just got back from yesterday and some of the stuff we got. Because I'm also, now that we are back, I am in full mode fall social prep. This stuff has to go out this week, so I have a lot of work to do. So my Teach Me Tuesdays, my Mimeograph Monday with a twist might be very quick and brief, a little different than normal. So I do apologize that the last couple of weeks have been a little out of the ordinary, of the normal from my channel, but I am so appreciative that you have but you're loving it anyways. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome. During the video premiere, I will be watching with you in the chat room. Now, last week was a little bit different because I was in Utah, so I didn't know what my schedule was, so I think I was able to pop in a couple times. But I don't believe I was able to on Friday because we were at Sundance. It was so awesome. So that's what I'm just going to do. I'm going to try to remember, even though it was just a few days ago, but you know, me and my old brain, remember what we did the last couple days. So we got to Utah and we actually had a guy pick us up with our name on a thing. So I did take some pictures. Stampin' Up! Took a whole bunch of pictures at the home office and on our excursions and stuff. So when they send us those, I'll share more of those on my blog. I was so bad about taking pictures. I don't know what is up with me, but I have just been trying to live the moment instead of be taking pictures all the time, which is bad. Because then I see other people sharing their pictures. I'm like, wow, why didn't I take pictures? And then, so yeah, so I'm glad that Stampin' Up! Will share, because their pictures will be better than what I would have taken anyways. So anyway, so we got picked up at the airport, which was very fun, and then taken to the hotel where we were met by Rachel and Kelly Sue. And then we went to dinner. I'm like, see, I'm not already going. What did we do? All right, then we went to dinner. Shelly and Sarah, and it was so much fun. And I got to see the other achievers. Some of them I knew, and because Lisa has earned it a couple of times, and we always call each other Twinny because we've been mistaken for each other. But some people I only knew from their names, so it was so awesome to be able to meet their family. Jeff hung out with Lynn, Sherry's husband, so that was fun for him, and so it was super fun. So yeah, so we did that, and then we went to the home office and we got our flowers. So my flowers are actually drying right now. I did bring them back on the plane, and so I want them to dry, so I have them, you know, just laying, and hopefully they'll dry good, because I still have somewhere, I think they're in the other room, my advisory board flowers. And so yeah, but so that was fun. And oh my gosh, I was like, well, I'm not gonna cry, and I cried. And so we got to do a whole bunch of stuff at the home office, and then Jeff was with us the first day, and then the second day when we went back, we went to Tiffany's first, and I'll spin the camera and show you that stuff. So we went to Tiffany's and we got a shopping experience, right? Breakfast at Tiffany's, which was perfectly right because they had some breakfast stuff for us, and then we got to shop. We had a gift certificate to shop with, so that was super fun. And then Jeff just stayed at the mall and he walked around because the guests or our spouses, whoever we brought, because some people brought their husbands, some people brought sisters, some people brought daughters, and so it was a big group of different, would you call that eclectic group of people. But the guests didn't go the second day because it was a full day of classes. So basically, you know, we went to concept art, and I have a booklet I'll show you. So we went to all the different market or the departments or whatever. So Jeff went to some of them the first day, and then we hit some of the other ones the second day. And then that was more kind of demonstrator only information. And since some people did bring, maybe their sister who is a demonstrator as well, and then we might have been talking about stuff that was just for our ears only, kind of thing. Because we signed the disclosure and all that good stuff. But it was so great to see everybody. So we did that. We went to Sundance. I told you that, and that was our last excursion. And so you could pick. So when we first registered for the $1 million trip, so Stampin' Up asked different things, right? And I believe forever ago they asked about flowers, and I love sunflowers. You can see they're all over. I have had to. So my flowers had sunflowers in them, and I could see Ben. So Ben is such a sweetheart, and we just clicked as soon as I met him. He's so tall. I bet he's like 7 feet tall. I don't know. He's very, very tall. And he's a photographer at Stampin' Up. And so we always try to hang out as best we can, whenever I can see him. So when we pulled up in the bus, they were like, well, we'll tell you when you come out, because then each person got to go in on their own for their pictures and everything. Because years ago, when they used to do the $1 million trips, it was just one person, like you had your own personal trip. But over the years, there's been more $1 million earners and multi-million-dollar earners. So now they have it as one trip. So it reminded me a lot of when they used to have Founders Circle, when I would earn Founders Circle, because it was just this group, and you'd go to the hotel and they would spoil you, they would feed you. We had so much food. There would be little excursions to do. So it reminded me so much of that. And so anyway, so when we pulled up, they were like, well, go out, we'll get your flowers. And I saw Ben, and he had sunflowers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Ben is going to give me my flowers. So it was so, so fun. And so, yeah. And so, okay, so back to Sundance. So we could pick what we wanted to do. So we had a choice of massage, jewelry making, pottery, letterpress. I think that was it for the Sundance, the classes that were there. And I didn't know at the time when I was picking that we were going to get to shop at Tiffany's, but I'm very unique in regards to my jewelry, just anything, my clothing, my home decor, my purses. I mean, I just have a very unique taste. So it was fun that we could do that. So Jeff and I were, let's try pottery. And so we did the pottery. So it was so fun. We just slammed the clay down and then started spinning, and it was so, so fun. But I don't have that to show you because they're going to glaze it and fire it and then mail it to us. So it was really fun. So Brandy and her husband Doug did it with us. So there was the 4 of us with the teacher, and he was awesome. I mean, he was like, if you do this, your bowl looks like this, or you do this. And I'm just like, I was just glad that I got it in a circle and it looked like a bowl. I didn't try to make it be any kind of fun stuff because that was the first time I ever did it. But it would be a fun thing to learn. Like Jeff was even asking, well, how much is one of these spin things? Because he had fun too. And so hopefully it'll look fine when I get it. I probably shouldn't have painted it. In my mind, I thought it was going to be a little easier to paint. But we'll see when I get it. And then I'll share it with you. Okay, so I'm going to spin the camera. Let's see if I can. I don't know if it'll be easier to show some of this stuff. All right, so hang on. So this isn't going to be in any order. So let me show some of the bigger stuff. This way. So, like I said, this won't be any in order. But the very last pillow gift, there was a big box, and it had Jeff's name on it. I'm like, well, this is for you. And it was a, well, it's not a makeup bag. He doesn't work, but like a shaving bag. So it has that, and then they even has his initials in it. So that's super cool. And the little hangy thing. So he even got a gift. All right. And so when we got into our room and our flight had changed, I was like, oh my gosh. So we would have missed the flight if the airline didn't email us the first day and say, it's time to you to check in. And because I was like, no, not till 2 hours from now, but they moved our flight up 2 hours. So anyways, so when we got to our room, we kind of like surprised people because they weren't, I don't think, ready either. I mean, they picked us up in the airport and everything. But anyway, so we got to our room. Beautiful, beautiful. I did post some pictures. Again, I'll post more. I'll do a whole blog post or whatever. But in our room, we had this cute little basket, and it squishes down, so it was easy to pack. So this basket was full of treats and chocolate and you name it. There was like all sorts of stuff in there. And then we had a little bag with waters in there. So that was good. You have to drink a lot of water when you're in Utah. Because believe me, I got a kidney stone in Utah, I think for the 20th anniversary of Stampin' Up. And I had to go to the hospital and have surgery. So drink lots of water. So anyway, so that was cool. All right, so let's see what else. I have that. What else? Okay, so now I'm going to spin the camera because now I think it'll be better if I show you down. So close your eyes for a second while I spin the camera. Again, this is not in any order whatsoever, but so anyway, so I told you about going to Tiffany. So here is my little blue boxes. But we had this box, and it had a cute little belly band on it. So I kept, and we got our name tags. And I just took a Brighton thing that I had from forever to put it on here. But this is really cool. So we got our name tag, our badges, and then Jeff had his. And this reminded me so much of when I was on the advisory board because we got to do the pick line. So it's pretty cool. So I still had this. So now I have a second one to put on my shelf. But we had that. But this is another cool, you could hook, I just hooked it on there, but you could hook this on your belt loop. But it also had this, so you could hook it. And then this also has a pull-out. So this is neat because everybody that works there had one of these. So you would see that, on their belt loop or whatever. So that was pretty cool. All right, so we have that. But they have these belly bands. So I'm just going to pull out these cards. So see what I mean? This would be around that box. So when we come in, they were on the bed or the dresser. And so this was around that box that I just showed you because I just kind of kept that one box because a nice kind of a sturdy one so that I could bring stuff back. So the belly band was on there. And so here's the belly bands. I just kept them flat. And then that was on Jeff's. But that's a great way to decorate a box really simply if you don't want to wrap it, right? Like put a bunch of wrapping paper on it. So anyway, so this was just invited, but look at all these cards. So beautiful. And then you just pulled this out and then it just explained, what we were going to do the next day or whatever. So it was like you're invited. And then inside that box was this, and it just explained, and I did take a picture of this, so it explained that we were going to go to Tiffany and had our shopping. So everything had this Stampin' Up! Million Sales Retreat. So on our water bottles it had that, so everything had this little symbol, so super fun. So anyway, so that was in that box. All right, so but look at all these beautiful cards. And then, so what I chose at Tiffany, so when we went to Tiffany, they gave us a bag. So they had all these bags on the counter. And then inside the bag was this box. Now, I'm not going to open it because I could never tie this bow back again. But inside here is the actual gift card, but my guy that helped me was Vincent, and he put it back in the box and had it all so beautifully. And so this was just in here. We took it out and we spent our gift card, and he said, "Do you want it back?" I go, "Certainly." So it's all in there. And then here are my boxes, so I can set them in my cabinet. I have when I was on advisory board, I also have a Tiffany crystal that they gave me when I my advisory board year was over. All right, so I'm just setting that behind me there. But anyway, so at Tiffany, and I showed this on Facebook, I picked this ring. Now, don't look how dry my hands are. I swear they're still dry feeling from the clay. So anyway, so I picked this ring, and I got this bracelet. So that was what I picked at Tiffany. And I was so glad that they told us beforehand what we were going to do. So then I got online and I just looked at stuff because, like I said, I'm kind of like, it's hard for people to choose other people's gifts, right? So when I went in there, I was like, I want to see this bracelet because I had the pictures on my phone and this ring. And I mean, I looked at other stuff, but I ended up getting what I wanted. So, but what is funny is, so Vincent was like, "Oh, I have some classic Tiffany," because when I would earn Founders Circle, I would go to Tiffany because I'm like, "Oh, I have to get myself something special." So one time I got this ring, and I have wore this. I mean, you always see it on me. I mean, I have to put lotion on to take it off, but I have practically wore off Tiffany & Co. on it. So the guy says I can send it in and they'll engrave it. He's pretty sure. So he's going to get back with me on that. But I've had this, I want to say 15, 20 years. So anyways, and so they don't make this anymore. Same with my necklace I always have on. They don't make that anymore. So he's like, do not lose those pieces. And this is also, from that same store. So it's just, I just love silver. And then the cute little ring. So now you'll see this on my thumb. I was going to put it on here, but I still, like this one on there. So there you go. Too much information. All right. But this was on Jeff's box. So I was like, oh my gosh, hon, you have a box too. But I love this. We used to have this designer series paper, but it was in black. So I just loved this paper. All right, so there's a little belly band. This little belly band, what does this one say? We're excited to gift you this custom. Oh, yes, this was the last night. So when Jeff got his, I keep wanting to call it makeup bag, shaving bag, this was wrapped around here, and this actually has a gold necklace in here, and I unhooked it because I was going to wear it to dinner, and then because we had a final dinner, but I was afraid somebody might see it and ask about it, and I was afraid if they hadn't gone to their room yet, that might spoil, their fun. So I took it off, because it was all beautiful in here. But what they did was they engraved it. So it says Stampin' Up. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It says Stampin' Up. $1 million. It has the day that I earned the 1 million, which was March the 6th, 2023, and the day that I joined, which was 5/24/1999. So isn't that cool? I love that. So that was in there, in that one. And that had that belly band on it. It has a little cleaning cloth, so I'll put that back on there. And then there was this one. Now this one was, again, look how simple and pretty. Just adding that cardstock and tying that on there makes it so easy. So this was at lunch when we went the very first day to the home office. This was at our table, and it was nice because they had our name tag most of the places where we would sit for lunch, and it was fun because then, you know, you got to know some people, more people that you might not have met before. And I know I kept my name tag somewhere. It'll be somewhere. But anyway, so this was at our, and hopefully it's okay that I'm talking about this. You might be going, this is boring. But I want to have some sort of record of it. So when my memory is gone, I'll be able to go back and remember. So this was on there. So anyway, so this is one of our cute little scallop boxes. So these are in the catalog. I believe they still are. They were at one time, these little scallop boxes. But look what it is. So this is really fun. So this one I can display. So I'm going to put this up with my my $1 million card that I have behind that Stampin' Up sent me. So I'm going to put this with that to display that. So it has 1 million. And then I also have a cling and a photopolymer. So I can stamp these on anything. So isn't that fun? So I have those, and then I have my little block that I can display. So that was pretty cool as well. And then there was this one. What was this one? Hang on a minute. This was, oh, okay. So this was with the food that I showed you, that tote. So this was with the food and all the munchies in that cute little black tote. And then to get them home, I just put them all in the cute little box here. And then I will put them in my glass case later. This was in the purse that we got. I showed you the purse before. And this was just our itinerary. So I'll have to take this out because it's like a little, it's almost like a little business card, right? So it goes right in there. But so anyways, but this was our itinerary. So it kept us in order, so we knew what we were doing. This was on our bed, so we knew about Sundance, and it just explained, you know, about the pottery class, maybe take a jacket, you know, maybe some sneakers or whatever, because it got a little cool, like we did actually wear jackets, you know, but they thought it might get a little cooler up there, so you know, they were just kind of warning us, but we could not have had better weather ever because it was just beautiful. It didn't rain. It was just lovely. Okay, so we also got, so this was fun. So when we got to the home office, this was another thing that we got. This was our passport. And it just talks about, you know, welcome to the Stampin' Up office. And then we got to go, it just explains where you are, the bathrooms and stuff like that. And then we got to go to all the different departments. And then we would talk to people, listen to the people, explain their jobs and all that kind of stuff. And then we would get a stamp. So just like if you were traveling, you know, to another land or whatever, you would get a stamp for each of the different departments that you went to. So it was super fun. They really, really thought out the trip. So I have that. Got this from the marketing concept art, you know, was in the same kind of thing. Love it. What else do we have here? I also got some cards. All right, so this is from my DDM, Natalie. So she gave me this little cute card. And she gave me some sea salt caramels. And I could show you the empty the bag that they were in. But they were delicious. Oh, so that is cute. And then this is from Demonstrator Services or Demonstrator Support. And we got to meet them all. And DS, I mean, if it wasn't for them, we couldn't do what we do because they are the ones that help us. If it wasn't for all the pick line, I mean, we got to see like so much fun stuff. Let's see what else here. Because they have changed the pick line a lot since I was there last. They have some postcards from the legacy room. Now, anybody can go to the home office. I think you have to make an appointment maybe to make sure they're open. But you can also go and check out the legacy room. And they have these postcards that you can take one, and then you can actually, send it to somebody. But I just grabbed these because I had some quick facts, and I just wanted to put this, in my studio. So I grabbed that. I think I'm close to showing you everything. And we also got just a book. I won't hold this up because it's got my notes in it. But we got this. Oh, and a Stampin' Up pen that I probably have in my purse. What else? What else? I'm looking behind me. I think that's it. But there was one of this, when we went through like DS, you would see all these little critters. See this little guy? Look at him. So you would see on top of people's computers all these fun little critters. And so the girl sells them there. So she has in her, if you go on Instagram, I just took it off my book. Critters by, oh, Diana. Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, here's my name tag that was by my lunch. Oh, here it is. I was looking for a yellow. Critters space by space bear. That's her on Instagram. So if she puts them on there. But this was at my lunch, so I knew where to look. So anyways, because they kind of don't want you just always sitting by the same people, right? They want you to mingle and get to know the home office, the leadership team. So they just kind of moved you around. So it was awesome. Jeff and I were always together. They always make sure you're with your your guests, which is super fun. All right. So anyway, so I picked a little mouse, and look it even has a little piece of cheese, and she just has a 3D printer, and she makes these cute little critters. So I picked a mouse. I also picked an otter. Look how cute this little guy is. The little otter. I picked a little cow. Look how cute the little cow is. And I couldn't resist getting this guy. So this guy, he's kind of fun, right? So he is a dinosaur, and I love lizards and stuff like that. Not snakes. But anyway, so he can go like this, but he actually will stand up. So you just move his arm, and then he stands up. So I just was like, that is too fun. So anyway, so I grabbed some of those. But if you are interested, make sure you look for her on Instagram with that, because she'll post, different things. All right, so I think that's it. So let me scoot down. Scoot down a little bit and say, see you later, alligator. So yeah, so thanks for letting me share that. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. But like I said, once I get our pottery, I will share that. I do have pictures, and I'll do a blog post. I'm just looking around to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. We just got back, I don't know, 3 o'clock or something yesterday. So it's been another whirlwind. So I'm doing laundry right now. But now I need to get to my fall social prep so I can get that stuff in the mail. If you have any questions at all, make sure you reach out to me. If you're watching the replay, make a comment below. Then YouTube will let me know so I can reach out. Otherwise, thanks so much. And I will see you tomorrow for my Teach Me Tuesdays. I don't know what episode it is. That will be 3 o'clock. Arizona time, same channel. I don't know what I'm going to show yet, but I'll show something. All right, so have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. And thanks so much for spending some time with me today. Bye for now.